In Luke 16, Jesus Christ told a story about two men, one rich and one poor. Once upon a time, there was a man who was very wealthy. This man lived in luxury, wearing fine clothes and dining on the best food every day. His life was all about comfort and pleasure. People respected him for his wealth and position. But there was one thing he lacked. He never looked beyond his own comfort. He saw only what benefited him. The poor, the needy, they were invisible to him. Outside the rich man's gate was a poor man named Lazarus. He was weak, covered in sores, and desperately hungry. Every day, Lazarus longed for even the crumbs that fell from the rich man's table. But no one gave him anything. As Lazarus lay there, even the dogs would come and lick his sores. Despite his pain and poverty, Lazarus had something that the rich man didn't, a heart that trusted in God. He believed, even in his suffering, that God had a plan for him. Time passed, and both men eventually died. But their journeys after death were very different. Lazarus was taken to Abraham's side, a place of peace and rest. Meanwhile, the rich man found himself in a place of torment, separated from Lazarus by a vast, impassable gap. The rich man, in his suffering, lifted his eyes and saw Lazarus far away with Abraham. For the first time, he realized the value of what he had ignored in his lifetime. He called out, "Father Abraham, have mercy on me. Send Lazarus to dip his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in agony in this fire." But Abraham replied, "Remember, in your lifetime you had everything you wanted, while Lazarus had nothing. Now he is here being comforted, and you are in agony. And besides, a great chasm separates us. No one can cross from here to there." It was too late for the rich man to make any changes. In his lifetime, he had chosen luxury over compassion, comfort over caring. And now, in eternity, he faced the consequences of those choices. Realizing that he could not change his fate, the rich man remembered his family. He begged then, "Please, Father Abraham, send Lazarus to my father's house. I have 5 brothers, and I don't want them to end up here. Warn them, so they will change their ways." But Abraham answered, "They have Moses and the prophets. They should listen to them." The rich man insisted, "No, Father Abraham. But if someone goes to them from the dead, they will repent." But Abraham replied, "If they won't listen to Moses and the prophets, they won't be convinced even if someone rises from the dead." This story isn't just about wealth or poverty. It's a reminder about how we live our lives, the choices we make, and the compassion we show, or don't show, to those around us. The rich man didn't go to a place of suffering because of his wealth. He went because he was self-centered and lacked compassion. He ignored the suffering right outside his door. Lazarus, on the other hand, had little in the world but found comfort in God's promises. In the end, he was rewarded not because of his poverty, but because of his faith and humility. This story reminds us to live each day with open eyes and hearts. What good is wealth if it makes us blind to others? What good is comfort if it hardens our hearts? Friends, let us live with compassion and gratitude. Let us remember that this life is only temporary. What we do here echoes into eternity. The choices we make, the kindness we show, the faith we hold on to, matter more than anything money can buy. In the end, it's not what we have but who we are and how we love that will be remembered. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, consider subscribing for more life-changing stories from the Bible. Let's grow in faith and love together. Don't forget to activate the notifications button.